Hey folks, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to our Top Gun Options Market Sit Rep. And I am Matthew Buckley, call sign Whiz, and time to spike the football. I'm a horrible loser, but an even worse winner. 3 years later, whenever it was, I was right. I mean, most of you knew I was right, especially when all the social media companies and the liberals, the Democrats frothing at the mouth. Lost a couple Twitter accounts. Our Top Gun Options Facebook page was restricted, is still restricted. Why? Because I told you the truth. On day one, I told you this escaped from my lab. How do I know that? I had some deep throats, so to speak, in the White House, in D.C., and instead of being like a U.S. senator who just simply told their family and their friends to get out of the stock market, and nothing happened to them, of course, I told everybody what was coming, and what did we do? Wrote a book about it, shameless plug, called COVID Crash. We made millionaires at Top Gun Options. One of the reasons I started the Top Gun Fighter Foundation. I printed money on the lies of the United States government. And of course, like I said, shadow banned, accounts canceled, frothed at the mouth. I was right. Absolutely right, ladies and gentlemen. Where do I go to get those account backs? Where do I go for apologies? Where do I nowhere. Really don't care at this point. I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing, teaching people, training you all how to print money, especially on lies of the United States government and the stupidity of others. When's that going to happen? Next time that's going to happen is March 13 to 15. World War, inflation, recession, bear market, and we are crushing it. Take a look at how we did today. Well, real quick, you got to register for that. Go.topgunoptions.com/FT. That stands for full throttle. We can take your portfolio full throttle. So go register for these free live trade briefs. Take a look at what we did today. Today, ladies and gentlemen, there's an S&P 500 sniper shot. Fired a bear call spread. The 4,000, 4,005 that expired today, $2,100, folks. And then we put on two Tredges out about a week and a half, out to March. A bear call spread and a bear put spread. Why? Because I think we're going to implode even more. Hold on, let me refresh that real quick. Take a look at the S&P 500, folks. This is not rocket surgery. I predicted what? A February train wreck shit show, and it absolutely happened. Hold on, let me bring up the 100-day moving average here. But take a look at this, folks. Look at January. Look at the end of January. Rip your face off rally. Yay, bull market, Whiz. Nope, I said no. Sell into it. And essentially the S&P 500 is down like 10, 8, 9, 10% from the opening, of February. We printed money this month, folks, as the market imploded, and we have a hell of a lot more to go. I guarantee it. But our Tredges are good to go. So look at this, $2,700 today in bearish trades on the S&P 500. $2,700. You like 20? What is this? This is the weekly options model portfolio. In 1 month, in the weekly options model portfolio, just close to about $20,000 in profit in 1 month. That, ladies and gentlemen, 20 grand in a month pays. Look at this. You can get a lifetime membership here at Top Gun Options, 12 monthly payments of $1,250. I could have paid for that in 1 month. Right? That's 15 grand. Men lie, portfolios don't. There's about, so if 12 months at $1,250 is 15 grand in 1 month, could have paid off. And this is just in the weekly options model portfolio. We have 3 other model portfolios I manage that are doing great. Anyway, folks, good stuff. Like I said, go register, go.topgunoptions.com/FT. We have a lot to talk about, including Joe Biden declaring war on Russia. I didn't hear that. Of course he didn't. We blew up, the United States blew up the Nord Stream pipelines. Told you when it happened, we most likely did that. Conspiracy theorists. Every quote-unquote conspiracy theory that I've said for the past 3 years has turned out to be true. Told you when this happened, we blew it up. Isn't it incredible that Democrats and liberals have gone from 60s and 70s speaking truth to power and the government sucks and big corporations to being the exact opposite? They are pro-war, pro-big corporations, pro-restricting speech. What the fuck is going on here? We literally are living in bizarro world right now. Western leaders privately admit Ukraine can't win the war. That's not going to stop us from sprinkling billions and billions and billions and billions more into Ukraine. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that great? Can't pay for groceries. Don't worry about it. Joe Biden sprinkling billions and billions of dollars to secure the borders of another country. Isn't that awesome? So Western leaders know that Ukraine most likely isn't going to win, but that's not going to stop our defense industrial complex from just printing money. Mass drone attack. Where? Inside Russia. Oh, I thought this was a war, a defensive war. No, we're not going to support Ukraine going into Russia and attacking Russia. Oh, but they are. Some Ukrainian heavy said the other day, we hope to see Ukrainian tanks in Red Square. That's great. Either that's a motivational speech, which I get, to motivate your troops. If you think that Vladimir Putin is not going to use nukes, you're nuts. Folks, this needs to end. Stop killing each other. Stop turning each other into hair, teeth, and eyeballs. But no, if we don't stop him in Ukraine, he's going to steamroll into Poland. With what? The guy's getting his ass kicked a quarter of the way into Ukraine, but all you people are going, no, he's going to steamroll into Poland next and across Europe. With fucking what, folks? A bunch of convicts? Stop it. Ukraine is not NATO. Poland is NATO. If Vladimir Putin invaded Poland, I would go fight. Because we agreed. It's a NATO country, NATO responsibilities. Ukraine? Folks, if everybody's NATO, nobody's NATO. But I guess Kamala Harris, our vice president of the United States last year, said Ukraine was a member of NATO during one of her cackle fests. But folks, let me end this part of the brief, is going to get worse. Why am I rambling about this, folks? Because look at the market. Look at the VIX. Look at the volatility index. Let's go look at the VIX. And look at how he closed today. I love this market. This was a sniper market, S&P 500 market, and we're going even lower after this. But anyway, VIX, volatility index. Let's bring up like 6 months. Nothing. Let's bring up a year. Look how low the VIX is, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. 20? Let's go COVID crash. VIX at 85. Tell me what's going to happen to the VIX when, not if, Vladimir Putin ends up using a tactical nuke. The VIX at 20 is going to look pleasant. So Russia turns to China's yuan in effort to ditch the dollar. We're going to laugh. No, we're not going to laugh. We're going to look back and look at and be like, remember when the dollar was the world's reserve currency? Moscow has jettisoned long-standing concerns about giving China too much leverage over its economy. They're getting rid of the dollar, folks. Whatever. We are melting down here. Things are going to get worse. Target, we had a great sniper today on Target. I didn't get filled, but folks got filled in the live trade brief. Let's take a look at this. Let's go with today. Look at what happened. Look at what we did today. Or what I tried to do today. Look at these target trades. Target, right here, and right here. I chased it lower in the live trade brief, live, excuse me. And all of those trades that I never got filled on would have expired for max profit. Let me just scroll open here a little bit. One more. There you go. Look at this. So Target popped at the open on what? A short squeeze. Shitty earnings. I mean, the earnings weren't that bad. It was the forward look that said things are going to be awful. And what happened the rest of the day? It imploded. It filled. You see this line right here is half the gap. So again, Target trades, didn't get filled on them. I'm sitting here claiming success on stuff I didn't get filled on. But folks, in the live trade briefs, a bunch of you all did, or a bunch of current TGO members got filled. As I just pounded it into the dirt and it ran away from me. So a lot of folks in the Max Afterburner group, which is our lifetime group, had great Target trades this morning. As you can see, this is where I put all my Target trades over and in the lifetime, and then also this is called the Hunters over here as well. So weak outlook at Target, folks. Rising costs. Here, let me scroll down here. You ready for this? Slower sales growth and rising operating costs. That I could not be more bearish, ladies and gentlemen. That is exactly your commit criteria for a bearish trade. Slowing sales growth and our operating costs. Like what? employees. Well, Tarjay, if you don't pay me more, I'm going to work at Walmart. Okay, we'll pay you more. So their operating costs are going up, inflation. It costs more to ship stuff, to do everything, but sales are slowing. Whoa, we have a train wreck coming, ladies and gentlemen. U.S. home prices tumbled for the 6th straight month. The housing market is imploding, the consumer is imploding, and the volatility is getting ready to surge. Investors are bracing for a surge in market volatility. This might sound to you like, holy shit, this is awful. Then you don't know what you're doing. This is a target-rich environment. I love everything I just briefed because we're going to print money. Now, as an options trader, I could potentially make money no matter if the market's going up, down, or sideways. What do I prefer? Up. Why? Because everybody's happy. People aren't getting destroyed. People aren't miserable. But to be honest with you, the Gordon Gekko in me loves down markets. I love the violence. I love the downside because volatility tends to spike, makes the options premiums go through the roof. Boom. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm going to teach you all of this stuff. It ain't hard. It ain't rocket surgery. You can do it too. Okay, so register for our next round of free briefs at go.topgunoptions.com/FT, and that stands for Full Throttle. And you can also learn how you could have the opportunity to go flying in one of our L-39 fighter jet aircraft. Got to be a TGO member, but I love taking folks, if you ever make it to South Florida, flying in one of our L-39 fighter jets, man. It is just, ain't nobody else on the face of the planet that can teach you how to trade options. Also is focused on saving lives with our foundation, and can take you flying in a fighter jet. Okay, I got to get going. Make sure you drop a registration in there. Go.topgunoptions.com/FT. Even if you can't attend the briefs across those 3 days, make sure you register, and I'll get you access to the replays. Okay, have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge. Fights on, and basi.